Hey guys, it's Zachary from HardwareZone. Welcome to another video review where I tell you what I think about the products I've been using. And today we've got the brand new Huawei Watch FIT 2. And of course, with that, I've brought in the Watch FIT as well for comparison. Let's do this. When I first reviewed the Huawei Watch FIT, I kind of felt that it didn't really fit into the whole watch series of devices. It was more like a Huawei Band. I think I called it the Huawei Band XL, right? Because this was really just activity tracker with bare minimum smarts. It's like basic notifications and that was it. Like the only reason this existed is because Huawei was experimenting with a larger screen and could display workout animations. It's more like a fun lifestyle thing. So you can see why I wasn't that excited when they sent me the Watch FIT 2. It's like, ooh, larger screen, 1.7-inch OLED. It's 18.6% larger display. I'm like, oh, Band XL. But you know what? I was wrong. As it turns out, the Watch FIT 2 is so much more than the Watch FIT. Huawei threw in so many things in here that it feels like a completely different tier device altogether. If the Watch FIT was the Band XL, then the Watch FIT 2 is a Watch GT Square, if that makes any sense. Now the Watch FIT 2 has built-in memory, so you can actually download songs locally and play it on the watch itself. In addition to that, it also supports Bluetooth device pairing. So you can actually pair like Bluetooth headphones and play songs on the watch while you're out running without bringing your phone at all. And in addition to that, this also has a built-in mic and speaker, which gives it the ability to play all those audio workout prompts that the Watch GT family of devices have and answer Bluetooth phone calls. Now, the caveat to that is you can't make calls from the watch itself, or at least I haven't figured out a way to do that. But if somebody calls your phone, you can now pick it up and answer on the Watch FIT 2 hands-free, and that's kind of great. All these features are good sort of quality to life improvements that make the FIT 2 so much more useful than just as an activity tracker. The other thing is NFC support, and I've noticed in the watch that this also has support for Huawei's Wallet. And I know what you're going to say. A lot of other Huawei devices have NFC as well, and Huawei Wallet isn't really useful in Singapore because not a lot of bank cards, actually none that I know of, can actually be used in Singapore on Huawei Wallet. So although the feature is there, it's kind of useless, which is true, but on the other side, it's there. It can be used, it can be expanded on, and I know Huawei is working on getting more of these services locally into different countries. But besides just using, contactless payments, NFC can also be used for things like Huawei One Hop. It's a service. If you're in the Huawei ecosystem, whether you're using smartphones or smartwatches or Huawei notebooks, you can transfer stuff between devices via that Huawei One Hop. So for example, I can take a selfie right now. And I can do this one hop thing where it's transferring, just tap the watch and it's basically transferring that picture as a gallery watch face. So small little things like this that again make it a lot more useful and you can play around with, and it's actually available on the watch. Now, the Watch FIT 2 has an upgraded GPS module in here. It supports more satellites. It's supposedly better anti-interference algorithms in it. I don't know what Huawei has done, but I can say that this locks on way faster than this. The other thing is that the Watch FIT 2 comes with Huawei's TrueScene 5.0 heart rate sensors, while the Watch FIT came with last generation TrueScene 4.0. So, even heart rate monitoring has been improved. It's just more reliable. And while you may not really notice this in day-to-day operation between the Watch FIT and the Watch FIT 2, I certainly did not. For example, I went for a run and all the data pretty much came back as I expected. Between the two watches, it was actually quite identical. If I check out my workout records now, my last run in terms of average pace, average speed, 10.26 kilometers an hour, 10.68 kilometers an hour, average pace, 5.37 minutes, 5.51. Steps 3719, 3753, average cadence 160 steps per minute, average stride 110 cm. A lot of these are very similar. Even my heart rate ratings, average on the Watch Fit is 166, average on the Watch Fit 2 it's 160 BPM. It's within very similar variables, so I can't really say that TrueScene 5.0 is better than TrueScene 4.0 in that sense, but the Watch Fit 2 does come with a lot more nuanced or a lot more in-depth analytics and features that came along with TrueScene 5.0 and the Watch 3, Watch GT3 series of devices. For example, now, besides just your usual running algorithms, you have training stress recovery. You had that VO2 max, you had that. There's this running ability indicator as well. It says I'm B. I don't know what it means, but my running ability is higher than 61.1% of your peers. Not really that great, right? I'm just at B, but hey, this was just one test run. Maybe I could run faster. I don't know. But the other stuff as well, training loads for my running, again, recovery time, VO2 max, those things are there. But there's just extra stuff as you dig into the Huawei Health ecosystem and the running apps and the workout apps. Like even the workout apps now, if I click on an outdoor run, for example, now I see additional things like there's a warm-up button. If I click a warm-up button, it actually sends me through sort of warm-up exercises.
Start the workout. First move, shoulder circles backward. 1 set, 20 seconds.
With
3, 2,
audio
1,
prompts.
Go.
3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. Okay, now let's stop this. Let's stop it.
Workout paused.
Workout ended. Yeah, so things like this that you find in the workout menus, like even if you went into a custom workout, you can actually set things for interval training. You can actually set a warm-up timer, training, rest, repeat, relax, sets that you can do. And these are small little things that Huawei doesn't really tell you about, but it just appears. They've made a lot of improvements in their app, in how much information they give you, in how much customizability you can do for your workouts. And that's great. Now, again, the Watch Fit 2 comes with a whole new UI. It's this round icon UI that looks very similar to the Huawei Watch 3, which is based on Harmony OS. Now, this is also Harmony OS. When you get the watch, when you turn it on, or when you update the watch, it says Harmony OS, but I think I have to explain a little bit here. Harmony OS is just sort of homogeneous name that Huawei is given to a lot of its wearable devices, but the Harmony OS on the Watch Fit 2 and the Harmony OS on the Huawei Watch 3 is completely different. On the Watch 3, it's a proper smartwatch OS. It runs apps like a proper smartwatch. I've reviewed the Watch 3. You can check out that review. The Harmony OS on the Watch Fit 2 basically is like a skin on Light OS. It runs like a Light OS. It just has the look of Harmony OS. So while you can actually install apps on this, it's a very limited, very, very small range of apps. Not really very useful in my opinion. But the Fit 2 does have petal maps. So if you're using a Huawei phone, you have petal maps installed, you can actually have on-wrist turn-by-turn directions on the Fit 2 as well. Things that are missing from the Watch Fit 2. Now, this does not have skin temperature sensing or breathing sensing like some of the Watch GTs have. This also does not have a barometer, so no altitude detection, and it can't track things like stairs climbed, for example. And interestingly enough, when the Watch Fit came out, Huawei introduced the kind of animated workout training modules. You can specifically go into workouts, and there's this like a bunch of fitness courses that had these animated workouts. No longer seem to be available on the Watch Fit 2. Now it has evolved somewhat. So like you saw just now, there are options to run an animated pre-workout sort of warm-ups and post-workout stretches and warm down kind of exercises that has these animated workouts, but no specific training modes for animations, which was interesting. I thought they would expand that, not reduce it. But anyway, other than that, this is basically a completely new device than the Watch Fit. And for an asking price of 168 Singapore dollars, this actually feels like one of the best budget fitness, smart health activity trackers that you can get today. In fact, I'll go as far to say that Huawei has always made, affordable smart fitness devices, but always in the Watch GT series where it's your traditional round watch face, and you finally now have a square device that can fit that sort of category. In fact, I would buy this over a GT. So what do you think? Right? Do you have the Watch Fit, or you have the Watch Fit 2 as well? Actually, you can't have the Watch Fit 2 because by the time this video comes out, I think they've only just released it. But who knows? Maybe you have the Watch Fit 2. Tell me about your experience with Huawei watches or with other smartwatches. Maybe you have other things that I haven't covered that maybe I should cover that could match the features of the Watch Fit 2. Let us know in the comments. Tell me what you think about this video. In the meantime, check out HardwareZone.com for other news, reviews, and see you in the next video. Hey guys, before you go, don't forget to check out HardwareZone.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Join in the conversation. Like and subscribe to our YouTube if you want to see more of these videos. Do it.